Hello, and welcome my Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need shadow read for this full moon in Scorpio to new moon in Taurus, then void, of course, then it goes into Gemini all on the same day, May 2023. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. Professional witch. I'm a professional intuitive. I am the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. We just had our 25th year anniversary. Oh, there are so many links in the description box. We'll get to it at the end of the video if you want to hang out for that. Because I am also the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version available. There is a link in the description box and you can click it and preview it for free and catch some of the prayers, practices, and principles that have kept me in business, well, 25 years, but even before that. It's broken down into chakra chapters. There are chakras in this reading, so you might find it helpful. Click the link if you want to check out the Kindle version, but the original version, which is like a Fellini movie compared to the Kindle version. Well, that I have over on Patreon. Some of my subscribers get Words of Grace, the original PDF, E-I-E-I-O. It's really beautiful, but we couldn't fit it all on Kindle. But all of my subscribers at the moment, we have Seeker, Human, Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, God, Goddess is the top tier. They get everything. But even the Seeker $3 all the way up to the $20 God Goddesses, they get 3 things in common. Number 1, they get all the extended reads that I've ever done on YouTube. The part 1s, they get the part 2s, past, present, and future, as long as they are subscribers on any level. They also get what's called a daily check-in, an unlisted YouTube live stream link that they can chat with me every morning, pretty much, give or take. I've missed a few days, but it's not that many. I love it. We chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a meditation, a something to send us on our way. And I mean us, me too. It sets me up for what I gotta do for the rest of the day, and I love it so very much. The third thing that all my subscribers have in common, well, there's another video you might want to check out, booking private sessions with moi. They get a significant discount. I changed my prices for the 25th anniversary of the company, and there's a whole video about the 25th in and of itself, the overriding arc, whatever you want to call it. So if you feel so drawn, click the link, check it out, look at the menu, and come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. You can call me Mal. I do love a Sagittarius. So I'm happy to do this. It's been a busy day. It's been a busy week, considering when I'm doing this reading in comparison to the anniversary. And like I said, we'll talk about that at the end. But let's get down to business. Let's do the explanation for the new people, and then we'll get into the divination that we're all here for, including me if you're new to the channel. An 8-card draw is just 1 card from 8 different decks, giving you clues, tips, and hints about anything in particular. I use this occasionally with clients, and even for myself, it's like pick a card, but 8 of them for a 2-week period, a waning moon of releasing, of letting go, of, in the language of spiritual alchemy, removing, releasing, surrendering, transforming, transmuting the 3 atoms in between lead and gold, lead having 3 more atoms than gold symbolically, well, literally in the periodic table, but we're going to look at it archetypally, symbolically, to help you release, let go, transform, like it's gardening season, right? It's like May, Beltane has come, Beltane season. So, you know, I'm going to be out in the garden, so I'm going to take this next 2 weeks to really, you know, I'm sure I'll plant things as I go, but I plant when the moon is right for it. You kind of get what I'm saying? I'm going to weed the garden, let go, to then plant a seed on the new moon. Let's talk about the astrology. I have a clipboard. I'm a Virgo. We're talking about a full moon in Scorpio for starters. It's an eclipse and it's on a Friday, the day of Venus. Somebody's going to get their stuff touched. 1:34 p.m. on Cinco de Mayo. And if there is tequila involved, come on, just be aware. Because when the moon rides out her seek, and then your heart's desire seek, or maybe some other chakras have some desires there for a Scorpio full moon. We hit that one, and then we have 2 weeks of letting go, clearing the field, weeding the garden, and that is an apt metaphor because the new moon is in Taurus, also on a Friday day of Venus. Taurus is ruled by Venus, 11:53 a.m. Eastern, by the way. I'm in New York. So, pretty much any time after 11:53 a.m., figure noon, right? Nooner, afternoon delight, plant that seed, because then it goes void, of course, at 1:51 p.m., goes into Gemini 2:48 p.m., and then it's a Gemini weekend. Woo, that could be fun. In between those two dates of note, Venus goes into Cancer on the 7th of May, in case you have planets or you're cross-watching. Mercury goes direct, thank God, 11:17 p.m. on May 14th. Jupiter goes into Taurus on the 16th. And again, I'm not seeing any like direct immediate trines or squares there for you. But, check your chart. What you going to do? Because this is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Check the titles. You might see repetition of themes. I mean, I can't remember all of that. But sometimes with the repetition of cards, particularly one reading after the other, you're happy I take the amount of time I take to shuffle, because then I know that's the right card to hit the table. So all of that explanation, cross-watchers, you have the opportunity to get some insight and understanding for the one you are cross-watching for, maybe some sympathy and some empathy. But if you apply some of this, like the Whispers of Lord Ganesha, the Oracle, the Healing Mantra, there's just implement that with your own chakric stuff, your own energy field, you'll be helping the one you are cross-watching for heal. Do the shadow work, call it whatever you want. There are lots of links in the description box. The Shadow Effect, the movie, go check it out. It's good stuff. Because you might as well go with the flow of the moon, and you'll be helping the entire Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers clear it on the quantum. I never said that before. I love Sagittarius reads. Ooh, you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. So let's find out. And the shift from all that explanation, which honestly I am honored and need to do, right? For the new people, welcome new Saggies and cross-watchers. The shift from that to the divination, which I'm under heavy contract with the divine to do it in this lifetime. Well, that shift happens in the still point, so notch your arrows, archers, and please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Okay, Shazam. Okay, here we go. Using the Caroline Mace archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Watching this video and drawn to this reading, please, beloved ones, what is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra hovering over the head of the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers? Watching this video and receiving this reading, sending down the codes to all the other chakras, affecting what they attract and repel, so they have the choice to no longer delay what cannot be prevented in their alchemy, their development of the soul power of the Messiah. Oh boy, talk about starting a reading with the man. Now, you knew that already. That's in the title. The Messiah archetype is a divine family archetype. And if you are self-employed or in charge of anything, maybe you got people like, helping, and maybe they're not helping so much because the shadow of this one I am familiar with. Now, I'm not saying you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Caroline Mace, Sacred Contracts, MYSS, she's a PhD, these are her cards. The shadow attribute represents that lead, right? That's the shadow side of it. Exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. And that can lead to all sorts of problems, but it can also lead very close to the martyr archetype, which is a separate archetype, but in the same divine, the same family, archetypal family of the divine family. The light attribute is so wonderful. See, as toxic as it is in the lead is as brilliant as it is in the gold, and vice versa. Serving humanity with humility. My heart just went, oh. Humility is knowing that you don't know. The grace of humility is my saving grace, and it is the first and last grace in my book, Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. because it is my saving grace. The last chapter, pretty much the last chapter, the last grace talked about at least, is everybody has their saving graces, reason, season, or lifetime. So I don't have this lifetime. I don't even have this seasonal, but it can come and go in a day, particularly because I am self-employed. Work. All right? Now look what I do for a living in terms of the divine family, divine spiritual power being alchemized. All right. The inside, the internal, the feminine energy, the next 4 chakras down, crown, third eye, throat and heart, spiritual, mental, will, choice, decision power, and emotional power. We get 1 card for that using the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, because it is the feminine energy, the world behind your eyes, your creative intuition. Please take a nice deep breath. Third chakra minimum, it's your choice. Still point. As I call upon my goddesses of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, powers of the south, please, beloved goddesses of mutable fire. 1 card in clarity for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video, who may be guided to this reading. What do they need to be aware of? Heart, third eye, crown, internally internal, to help them alchemize the Messiah in the 8th, this full to new. Ooh, the Sybil, hold your water, though it's an air sign. The air element, the 1 of blades, that would be the Ace of Swords, the Pythia in the Oracle of Delphi, huffing some ethylene gas out of the crack in the wall when the moon was right. You did not want to do that on a dark moon. You would asphyxiate, apparently. I think I'm having a past life bleed through on that one. Huffing gas out of rock. Rush. And 1 writing it down, and a 3rd translating it, right? Nice gig. I guess that's sort of what I do now, but, you know, thankfully I don't have any cracks in my walls that I'm aware of. Look, hold your water, Sybil. This is about an idea, and a very third eye, whether or not you communicate it or not, is up to you. So this can be a seed of truth, right? A seed of air, a new insight. But, you know, with the Messiah archetype, divine family archetype, that can be something dropping down from the 8th chakra into the crown chakra, the satellite dish, right? 1,000-petaled lotus, violet, right? Like that. So the more open you are to it, the more that just comes right in. And then that would, of course, then start languaging, visioning itself, however you want to see that, imagining it, in the third eye. And then the throat, it's going to hit, that's air too. That's, you know, air and water, it bridges with the heart, right? Chew on that for a bit. But right now it's just lovely. Let's see what that looks like from the inside out or the outside in. You looking at yourself, or you looking out at people, places, and things in the relationships in the physical world. People, places, and things. Interesting. Please take a nice deep breath. Okay. Still point. As I call upon my gods of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, powers of the south, please, beloved gods of mutable fire. 1 card in clarity. This is a shadow read. I feel this. 1 card in clarity for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. Maybe you drew them to this reading. What do they need to know about lower 3 chakras, inside out, outside in, masculine dynamic relationships in the world, so they can alchemize the Messiah in the 8th with the Ace of Blades, the Sybil in the inner, this full to new. The Sun, Apollo, god of healing, obviously god of the sun, but also the god of the arts. Now, classic arts, more ballet than, let's say, Dionysus's rave. Oh, it's belting. The most beautiful of the gods, they say. The Olympics were essentially made for him because he is the Olympic ideal. And we know the Sun card lightens every other card in the deck. When it is a major arcana card, the way I read it, a 5-card draw, it doesn't matter. If it's about a chakric zone, it's all 3 at once. But I'm going to say definitely solar plexus. This is definitely a personal power thing, solar plexus. I will tell you, working with Apollo all my life, he does not truck with insincerity, injustice. What's your honor code? What is it? What are your boundaries? What are your ethics? He throws everything out into the light sooner or later, so he knows. He knows. But also a god of healing and a god of plagues. So yes, it does lighten anything else, and particularly in a shadow read. That's wonderful, and there could be great exuberance and happiness and vitality and all of that. They're showing me the rune of the sun. Is that soul? It's been a while in so many translations. But, you know, a very, very strong kind of that. And, you know, favored son of Zeus, one of a few favored sons of Zeus. So let's keep going with that. I mean, particularly with the Messiah, that definitely turns the party quite a bit, but, you know, it's more classical music than, I don't know. I have all sorts of references going through my head. I don't know. Put on like an 80s playlist on Spotify on there. Let's get you... Oops, skipped decks. I've been doing it because it's new. I switched the decks around. Let's remove some obstacles. With the whispers of Lord Ganesh, the elephant-headed Hindu god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, I have been cultivating, I can say at this point, not just cultivating, but in a very, very close relationship with Ganesh since I started working with the Ashaya monks, ISHA, back when I started the company. I'm not really in contact, but I got all 5 spheres, if you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not, Google it. They're amazing. The Whispers of Lord Ganesh by Angelo Hartfield to remove some of these obstacles. And we're talking about those 3 atoms, symbolically speaking, in between lead and gold. Please, take a nice deep breath. Such a shift. As I call to the beloved Lord Ganesh. Oh, my heart. Beloved God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, please, beloved one, what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help the Sagittarius Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video who were drawn to this reading and to your message? What is your guidance, your grace to help them alchemize? Messiah in the 8th, Sybil on the inner, Apollo on the outer, this full to new. Harmony. Harmony, look. Oh, I think this is a solar plexus card. I know empowerment, and this is one that really, like, calls it out straight. But let's see, card number 22. We're almost there. Breathe it in. Breathe in the Ganesh harmony. You deserve to feel good about your existence. We all do, but this is specific. You deserve to feel good about your existence. This card is symbolic of your personal beliefs and what will bring you happiness in your life. The Sun card, Ganesha is asking you to remember to radiate warmth and energy, the Sun. Take some time to reflect on your personal values and attitudes, your honor code. What do you believe will bring you the outcomes you are longing for in order to live a complete and happy life? Oh, the color orange. So this is second chakra. Okay. The color orange can refer to a period of socializing, activity, and new adventures. Ah, Saggy. And I think, isn't orange one of the colors of Sagittarius? It might very well be. Well, mutable fire, that would make sense. Orange is the color of the sacral chakra and is associated with the sexual organs. Hath the party turned, the sexual organs and reproductive systems. It can symbolize happiness and love. We store our feelings, emotions, pleasure, sensuality, intimacy, and connection in this domain. And I hope it's an eminent domain. How deserving do you feel? When you feel that you deserve good, you treat yourself well and require that others treat you well also. Well, there's that solar plexus, your boundaries, right? That makes sense. When the sacral chakra is clear, the energy is in balance. If you are friendly, compassionate, and empathic with the concern for others, and a lot of Sagis I've been with, let alone Sagis in general, tend to lean in that direction, you'll experience a very strong sense of belonging. Yay, party! Feel good about your life, enjoy time with friends, and do what is necessary to bring yourself in alignment with what you want from relationships in your life. I think that's wonderful. Harmony. Aw, she was a bugaloo. No, that was her name, right? Or was her name Joy? It wasn't one of their names. Oh, those Brits. Hello, my name is Mark, and I'm an Anglophile. Hello, Mark. All right. Let's keep going. That's lovely. I mean, second chakra, that is boom chicka wow wow. But with the Messiah archetype, maybe not. You do it. Ooh. Hold your water, Sybil. If you get ready. If you stay ready, you gotta get ready. Second chakra. Okay. It's the element of water in the second chakra. Just saying. Let's get a healing mantra. Let's move on quickly. The Matt Kahn healing mantra, really, they work if you work them. I've had the deck since he published them, bought it from his website. His work is amazing. If you haven't checked out his work yet, I highly recommend it. Let's say the Ascended Masters of the Divines, this is the Divine Family Archetype. Let's see what they got to say. Please take a nice deep breath. What a great read. Still point. As I call to the beloved Ascended Masters of Divinity, which is essentially all of you, but you know what I mean, for Divine Family Archetype of the Messiah, right? Please, beloved ones, one card in clarity for the Sagittarius Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Cross Watchers. Ooh, watching this video, receiving this reading, what is that feeling about? What is the perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the Messiah in the 8th? Sybil on the inner. Oh, Apollo on the outer. After when Apollo, oh my goodness, how could I forget that? Because you just told me. Apollo slayed the Python, the Pythia, and then took over the Oracle of Delphi. So you've got the Pythia inside the temple and Apollo outside. Please, what is the perfect healing mantra? Whoa, that was cool. A little lightning bolt from Zeus on that one. What do you got? What is the perfect healing mantra to pull this off? Apollo on the outer, harmony, removing obstacles, this there full to new. Rewiring the nervous system, I find strength in surviving my traumas. Now, I've been having this conversation with people off camera, and I say it occasionally here and there. The definition of the word trauma. A traumatic brain injury, I believe, means it's an injury that cannot be healed. Right? It is what it is. But that's the medical definition. The clinical definition. Depending on your definition of trauma, can it be healed? Well, the immortal soul is untouched by trauma. The truth of who we are at the core. And we are, the souls that incarnate over and over into all of this stuff, this trauma that's passed on ancestrally, and we can help heal that by healing it within ourselves. And, I feel like how many people in your genetic line alone have felt like, well, if I'm the only way through that this family, this work, this whatever can succeed, right? It's definitely the deadly sin of entitlement there, for surezies. So rewiring the nervous system, I find strength in surviving my traumas. There's an Olympic kind of quality to that. When the nervous system is rewired, you're no longer trapped in memories of your body. Cellular memories. DNA, E-I-E-I-O. You are the courageous hero or heroine of your present reality, honoring every moment of hardship as the means through which your infinite strength and greatest depth of character is revealed. And that's your soul shining through your personality and integrating the ego, all with the higher self oversouling all of it. Yeah, that's amazing. As you rewire your nervous system, you're no longer responding to life from the vantage point of your painful past. shadow read, but instead are open to each encounter being more miraculous than the moment before. Oh, a miraculous Messiah. Work. This mantra is ideal for adjusting to life after loss, healing heartbreak, and becoming more optimistic, with which the sun on the inner, and it's probably going to be an idea out of the frickin' blue. Keep your crown chakra clean. Remember, you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. Oh dear God. I swear to God, nowadays I think the majority of my spirit guides are of the Shecky collective, all them dead comics and writers and stand-ups, and I'm so thankful. You know, I get away with so much because I am the fun one that gets the job done. Yeah, they love me. I love them too. Let's move on. Our next we go to the Divine Aminals Oracle by Stacey Demaco. Oh my God, I love her name and I love her work. Rockpool Publishing knocks it out of the park. Everybody's got spirit animals and totems. It's a long story. The difference between those two, depending on where you learned it. So let's just go to the pantheon of the animal kingdom because they are my favorite. Please take a nice deep breath. Guess I'm just a beast boy. Waffles, waffles, waffles. As I call upon the beloved spirit animals and totems for the Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and who were guided to this reading. Who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, offering them the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the power, the strength, the healing, and the oracle message to help them alchemize the Messiah in the 8th, Sybil on the inner, Apollo on the outer, removing obstacles with harmony and rewiring their nervous system, gaining strength from the traumas they survived. This full to new, gut. Reliability, not responsibility, reliability. You know, I know someone else did get that because I remember doing that. Oh, I'm having Saturday Night Live flashbacks. Where are you, goat? No, I saw it here somewhere. Oh, there's Red Fox. Coming, Elizabeth. Where are you, goat? Of course, I can't see it now. Snake, goat. Oh, Aries. Okay, there it is. The first one. Oh, that's okay. That was what, 8 readings ago. The goat, reliability. This is about being true to your word. I remember that much. Card number 19. Just going to read the first part. The verbal description and the magical application, but there's so much more. I love Rockpool. Card number 19, goat. Keyword, reliability. Is your word reliable? Can you be counted upon? Make your way successfully, step by step. Steady as she goes. Nourish yourself. We should climb mountains, not carry mountains. Well, there seems like there's a lightening up, but you can feel that mountain. Let's say that the shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can concede, doesn't come from entitlement, but comes from that burden, right? Like so close to the martyr, but like I'm the only one who can do this, which can leave you feeling very isolated and alone in a room full of people in a corporation or anything like that. Familiar. For reasons, not seasons or lifetimes, because I'm self-employed. Goat magic, and specifically the magic of Thor's mountain goats. Oh, you're Thor. You will be. Is one of reliability and sure-footedness. Nice hammer. Goats are remarkably athletic and agile on mountainsides and difficult terrain. They are robust creatures able to withstand cold or tough environments and are available to all people, rich or poor. Call upon goat energy when you need stability and balance in a precarious situation or when you need nourishment after a period of scarcity. And I will say, Terry Pratchett Discworld novels, what he says about goats is just amazing, accurate, and wonderful. So, Terry Pratchett, hashtag. Oh, we miss you. Sir Terry. Lord Terry? Sir Terry? I forget right now. I'm in a reading. Okay, so reliability. This makes sense. Look, I'm going to tell you, if you're doing any kind of solar magic involving Apollo or any of his faces, really make sure you're being good to your word. I mean, there is this new thing in your head, right? So it's okay to know that you don't know, but you're willing to be shown. But there's something very second chakra going on here as well in your relationships, money, sex, power, creativity. So there are probably other people one-on-one involved in this, but you know, that can be from the past too. It is a shadow read. I find strength by surviving. All we have to do with these, really, this Matt Kahn said this, I believe him, I know he's right. All we have to do is survive it, right? Because the soul is immortal and eternal. And how we survive that, we have lots of free will in, though it may not seem that way. Reliability. Let's call to the archangels. This did take a bit of a serious turn here. I'm going to feel that. The Archangel Fire Oracle, Findhorn Press in Scotland. Amazing place, Findhorn. I would love to see it again in this life. Didn't get to see it yet in this life anyway. Everyone has access to archangels. Essentially, your higher self has been seen as a guardian angel. Why else would an angel be following you around, right? And it belongs to a higher collective called an archangel, like an arc of angels. And so there's Michael and all of that, but this deck does an amazing thing. It takes the archangels and puts them in different faces and masks and cultures, and it's just the coolest thing. But they don't come unless you call, right? They're very polite that way. So up to you. Again, delay or not delay that which can't be prevented. Please take a nice deep breath. And how many messiahs encountered angels and archangels throughout all cultures? Still point. As I call upon the beloved pantheons of archangels for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers who are watching this video and were most likely guided to this reading, please. Who is the archangel waiting in the wings with their wings outstretched and ready to zoom in at the slightest invitation from the Sagittariuses and or the Crosswatchers to alchemize? The Messiah and the 8th Sibyl on the inner, Apollo on the outer, removing obstacles with harmonies, rewiring the nervous system, all that cellular stuff, finding strength by surviving their traumas with the goat magic of reliability. What do you got? Who's the archangel for them? This full to new, Archangel Michael. One of the Archangel of Fire, really, depending on who you read and what you read. So, we're looking at protection here. We're looking at freedom, I believe. And let's face it, he's got the best press agent. I mean, how many movies? I mean, he shows up everywhere. And you got to admit, Good Omens, they did such a good job. And I can't wait to see season 2 at the time of this recording. Oh my God, Terry Pratchett, Neil Gaiman, oh my heart. Archangel Michael, courage and protection. Courage, mon amour. Probably the most well-known of all the archangels, duh. Travolta plays you, I guess you're pretty much top bill. Beloved Michael is the angelic protector, your personal bodyguard. He infuses you with courage and will ensure you and those you love are kept safe. Ask him to cut any negative cords to relieve tensions and bring peace to your family and friends and to watch over you and your loved ones. The angelic policeman, if you see a police car go by or witness a fight or argument, send Michael. We know that. Maybe you don't. Send Michael to help surround the situation in his powerful transmuting flame to resolve any conflict. Now, I am part of Archangel Ariel, the Archangel of Lyons, Archangel of Lyons. Like, I'm a part of her. Great. Him, or whatever. I don't think they care about gender that much up there. But I also strictly have been, for times in my life, under contract to Michael. Absolutely. The message, release your fears. Shadow read, release your fears, release those 3 atoms. You are safe and protected. If you are in a time when you need a little more courage, know that I am with you, shielding you from any perceived danger. And he's so hot. I can't help it. He's like that really, really big, beefy, long-haired quarterback that's like kind to everybody, including the gay kids, the LGBTQIA. Yeah. Pride Month is coming. I'm going to spend the whole of Pride Month thinking pub crawling around Brooklyn. There should be some fun content in the month of June. Let's get your last card down. The Hidden Blessings. This is a fun read, I gotta say. Yeah, okay, surviving trauma, but you got a lot going for you here, too, with Michael. He'll cut you free. You gotta ask. Oh, and you want Archangel Michael sword cuttings? Gee, there are probably like 10 billion versions of them on YouTube. That's a Google search. All right, let's get the gold hidden within the lead from the Blessed Be by Lucy Cavendish. I'm gonna say her name. That way, I love it work. The prayers, the blessings in this book, they're mind-blowing. And I have the Grace of Prayer also in my book. So we do those for real. So all joking aside, this card's going to hit the table. I'm going to read it from the book, full force, with the pantheons of all pantheons, sending it through. And then that's the end of the reading, but I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about 25 years of Drawing the Circle and some of the cool stuff going on. So hang on if you will. Please take a nice deep breath. Free will, choices, still point. As I call to the pantheons of all pantheons, please, I request a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures for the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What is the gold hidden within the lead? The hidden blessing, the light at the end of the tunnel to help the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers alchemize the Messiah in the 8th with the Sibyl on the inner and the Sun on the outer, moving obstacles with harmony, surviving their traumas and rewiring their nervous systems with reliability, and the courage and protection of Archangel Michael. This full to new. It's the Liam Neeson card. It's a Liam Neeson card. Liam Neeson. Liam, say it with me. Liam Neeson. Ooh, a blessing on your love. Ooh, a blessing on your love. Ooh, nice antlers. Ooh. Woof, it's love, actually. A blessing on your love, actually. Oh, dear. Just please, God, protect him from me. Oh, Anglophile. Can't help it. Working on it. Past life bleed-throughs. Let's talk about this one, shall we? Let's do this blessing. A blessing on your love. Now, let's just say this could be about anything. This could totally be about divine love. But if I remember how this one is written, like I said, full moon in Scorpio to new moon in Taurus on a Friday. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. It's just like the new music here on the Shadow Raids. Thank you, Jenna Grace. Alvarado. Underworld Catwalk is the name of that music, and she's going to do a lot with it, and I think I'm going to help her do it. Ready? Card. Ooh, this is disorienting. A blessing on your love, love. Nice antlers. Here we go. Pantheons of the pantheons. I surrender. Transmit. Still point. Because we are dealing with serving humanity with humility. Card number 17. A blessing on your love. A blessing on the discovery of the affinity of one soul for another. Oh my God. The accent's coming back. May the fragile beginnings of love between you bring to life qualities within you that will be your soul's true calling. May the sweetness of the taste of the lips that kiss yours be matched by the kindness and patience you find for each other. Do you feel like you're the only means through which a relationship can survive? This took a turn. That's like a wild card, huh? May the darker times that beset all companions of the heart teach you what to hold on to and what to open your hands to easily let go of. May the embrace of each other's arms become a sanctuary from the world, yet not keep you from it. Instead, may this love send you back into the world restored, whole, eager for the knowing of it, And when you return to each other, may there be space for both to share and learn what shaped you that day. Let passion be long-lived. Let your spirit's flame be both tended and stoked by the other. And may you be freed of the soul, a bringer of laughter and light in the times when shadows gather and fall. If you should leave, one before the other, or choose to go, let it be without lies or mistrust. Let it be the natural order of things, that your love burned brief and bright. Reason, season, or lifetime, my edition. But if it is right for this love to endure into the years far beyond, let it be good and enriching, and solace itself for your years as an elder. Let this love be your light, and may it guide you well, warm you always, and help you see all more clearly. Civil on the inner, Apollo on the outer. Blessed be. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. And so it is. Oh dear. That's a read. Ooh. Messiah in the 8th. Hang in there. Serve with humility. New stuff coming in this way. And maybe this isn't just you from the outside looking in, but maybe it's you looking out at somebody else as well. And there's some harmony there. And it is second chakra. It did say sexuality, and yeah, it might bring up some old trauma, right? But you find strength in surviving them, and it looks like there's some reliability here, perhaps not just yours, but whoever this blessed love is about. So call in Archangel Michael for courage and protection, because you have got to get ready if you stay ready with a blessing on your love. I mean, come on. This full to new is sort of scripted for that. So if you liked this reading, please hit the thumbs up. Not for me personally, but for the other Sagittarians and cross watchers, because that's how algorithms work. Mercury is still retrograde. And if you want more of me, subscribe. And if you want to know when the next video is coming out, hit the notification bell. And if you feel like, please comment, because I would love to know what this is about. And if you want a deeper dive, more of me, I'm really good at what I do. I've been doing it a long time. Come play Patreon on Patreon. There's a brand new video that I made for the 25th anniversary, an introduction and a welcome. So check it out, because patrons get it doesn't matter which level, paid subscribers, they're all getting a discount on private sessions with Mal, and all they gotta do is reach out to me on Messenger on Patreon to set that up. So boom, as long as they remain subscribers, doesn't matter how many of them they get, but it is non-transferable, because I am a Virgo and I have good lawyers. And also, by all means, check out not just Patreon, but check out that video. Booking private sessions with Mel, no longer booking a reading with Mel, because it's now covering spiritual counseling, and I used to do hands-on healing, and I may return to that someday. You'll see it in the video I talk about it, and then we'll see. But most importantly than anything else, my goodness gracious Sagittarians, it says right in that card, Ganesh Harmony. You're worthy of this. You're absolutely worthy of this, but trauma can stand in the way. But remember, some of that stuff is passed down from generation to generation biochemically, because emotions are biochemical, and if it's not dealt with it, well, that's what shadow work is for. So reach out if you need help. And I believe in you. Do this, you hot thing. Sure, you're barely 21 if you're watching my channel, but you never know. If you're looking for a big fun, have at it. Hang in there. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed be.